Well, what a terrific game we've just witnessed here in Sharjah tonight for the DP World ILT20 match number 4. It was the Vipers who decided they wanted to have a bowl first, and it definitely stood them in great stead. That partnership between Hetmier and Lawrence was absolutely outstanding. And of course, it was Hetmier who really held his own in the end for his team. What an exciting match to be part of. Hello everyone, welcome to our post-match show. What a game that we've just witnessed. I cannot wait to unpack it all with this panel that I've got beside me. Mike Hazeman, Andy Flower and Neil McKenzie, who's the batting coach of the Vipers. Now boys, we have to talk about this game. It was just, honestly, everyone was on the edge of their seats right up until the end. You must be one happy batting coach.
Well, I think when the result goes your way, you're always really happy. Obviously, there's a lot of things to work on, but really good game and very happy for Kuzie, who sort of had a good T10 and has moved into the competition. He was our new addition last year and he's fitted in really well and wins us another game at the back end.
So the commentators, they're having a little rivalry every single match. They sort of predict who's going to win. Wilco was the only one that backed you guys in and thought that you'd have a win today. So he was a very happy man in the commentary box as well, wasn't he?
He sure was. He was quite smug at half-time, I thought. And then as the game progressed and the Vipers lost 3 wickets in power play, he quietened down a little. And then he's just perked up right at the end.
He really did he, Mike? He was really in the corner, just like a little happy leprechaun, I want to call it.
I was quite happy when he was saying nothing, actually. I thought he was quite depressed in the corner and saying nothing. But then, yeah, he did get quite excited towards the end. And I fear we haven't heard the end of it either. I think he's probably going to pop in here any minute and just sort of gloat again any side. But it was terrific. It's nice to have that little rivalry in the commentary box.
The whole car ride home, I don't think we're going to hear the end of it, that's for sure. Now, batting. Obviously, you're the coach for the Vipers. You had a really successful first game as well, so having 2 wins on the trot as well. What was your sort of, input to the boys going into today's match? Because we know that, the Knight Riders, they've got a really great batting lineup as well.
Well, I think that's the thing is sort of you look at their batting lineup, and if we were to sort of set a target, it was almost don't play how they're going to bat. You look at the 3 in the middle there and the power that they possess. You almost feel you need 220, 230. So if we were going to set, it was just about to play in our game, play what's in front of you. And I think the big sort of talking point in the ILT20 here is the 3 different venues. They play slightly different. It's a new wicket here. So just adapting to conditions. There's not too much coaching that goes on in terms of you've got some world-class players there. It's more the sort of peripheral guys coming in. But we've got a really good squad. I think everyone sort of tries and really nails down their role. And I think we've got some excitement. If someone comes off, we're going to be in good stead.
Mac, were you watching at the end?
No, I'm an easy watcher, Mike.
These days,
no. Coaching is. No, I think playing's a little bit different, coaching's. I'm okay.
Okay, good. But one thing I need to ask, what about some of these guys that have come through now, like Kuzie today? He was just terrific with the bat. He had to bowl some really tough overs as well, and I thought he did a pretty good job with that also. But the way he came to the fore, when Hetmier got out, I think everyone got a little bit concerned at that stage for the Vipers, and someone had to do the business and do it quickly at the end, and he was just outstanding. Yeah,
he's been really good for us. As I said, he was our recruit last year. We pulled him in and impressed with the ball, but with the bat in the nets and training, you almost see he's got a natural bat swing. And he definitely got us over the line. I think he got 25, 26 off nothing last year to get us over the line in one of the games. So there was always a sort of confidence in him, but we probably thought it was a little bit stretched for him. But he hit some great shots and got us through.
That 6. How was that 6?
Yeah, that was, I think with him as well, he's such a humble, good guy. I don't think he realises his ability with bat and ball. So I think has got him sort of like, if you want to bowl a bumper, he's got some real gas and he bowls a heavy ball. And on the batting side is like, just trust your swing. Make a position, trust your swing and, get some confidence, you can play.
Brilliant.
Mark, another key part of this game was Hetmier's acceleration in those middle overs. He's just come across from golf giants to join you guys, key rivals, the 2 teams. What are your first impressions of working with Hetty?
Yeah, I think when you're working with these big hitters and these guys that sort of globetrot. I think he knows his game, comes in there, and I think it's just about getting him into a good space, sort of pushing him in when he wants to go in, and we can see how destructive he is. He has to have 25 good balls, or if he's 20 deliveries out there, the game does change. So you obviously had him at Golf Giants, so we've been playing against him, and obviously that's why you didn't back us. You were back in the Night Riders from the golf days there, Andy. But that was he was batting well for you, and I think he took us down a couple. So it's nice to have him in our side. But then obviously if you look at the Night Rider side, we've lost two of our Vipers that we've had for 3 years in terms of Hales and Rutherford. So it's a strange world where you sort of invest in these guys, and you sort of you're around the training with them, and they open up, if you're lucky, they open up their game to you, and then the next year they're gone, and you're trying to offer advice how to get them out, which is hard to navigate.
Hetmier, when he got out, I mean, he was livid in the middle when he was walking off. He got a caption, a shot of him actually, just sort of getting really tense in the middle as he was walking off. Did you speak to him when he got out? What was his reaction? How was he in that change room when he's?
No, I'm still learning how to deal with the new recruits, but I mean, he's seen it and done it all before, and it was nice to see him trying to put his fellow West Indies men under pressure.
Yep.
Really went hard at Russell and hits Narayan for a couple of good boundaries. So
and they were at a very important time, those boundaries too. Those two sixes, two beautiful sixes.
Mac, you've coached all over the world in international cricket, but also in franchise cricket. When you're doing your batting coaching, how do you sort of allocate importance or time or energy to subjects like power hitting versus decision making versus technique versus the tactical game?
Yeah, I think it's pretty tough in terms of, I think it's just reading it, as you know. You're reading with your world-class players, you're staying away from technique, more about tactic, and generally asking where they're going to take someone down, what are they looking to do, almost to try and feed off the rest of the squad. And I think if I quite like the technical side, so that's more for the guys who are coming in, your peripheral guys. So you do a lot of work, you prepare the world-class players and your team, but the peripheral, I think that's where you do most of the coaching, and a lot of these guys are young, new guys where, it's just exploring different sort of avenues, sort of loading up your back hip and sort of trying to get into their game, and hopefully they open up and sort of, that squad cohesion, you just want everybody to just try and get a little bit a part of everyone's game and feel like you belong there.
You talked about, sorry, keep going.
And when you're setting up your batting order, ideally, obviously you and the head coach and the other coaches and the captain, what sort of combinations are you looking at left, right? How important is that?
I think you get these 360 players that play sort of like a Glenn Maxwell, for instance. So like the left-right doesn't really sort of apply when it's in there, but for me personally, I love that left-hander in the middle. If you look at around the world, generally your best spinners are your leg spinners. So they provide a different angle for those left-handers. So I think up front it's not that important for me, but I definitely like that left-hander in the middle. And then your different skill set. I think the Night Riders, they loaded up with 3 proper power hitters in the middle, but they've got Hales who's a proper batter up front. So they line up pretty well. So I think generally these tournaments here, you given a squad and you try and sort of puzzle piece what fits best in, and everyone's talking about matchups, so you try and provide that matchup. But yeah.
Can I come in just before you do, Hazy?
No.
On the matchups, you guys made an important change today. You brought Case Ahmed into your 11. Why was that? And he played a superb hand today, didn't he?
Well, we thought just sort of the nature of this wicket, the nature of this ground, the spinners do sort of do well here. And we just thought if you looked at their batting lineup with their 3 hitters in the middle, they're probably their worst stats is against the leg spin and against wrist spin. So we thought we'd take the chance there, and we've got, when you set up your stall, we've got a lot of tools to use, and that was one of our tools, and mainly just for those 3 in the middle.
That was my question, actually.
Love it.
Oh, sorry,
Right,
Hazy.
so-
Okay, you can just leave, Hazy. See ya.
No, but on that, I want to
understand
know
you.
about that research beforehand, because obviously he's done it in the past, particularly Nur Ahmed has done it in the past against these powerhouses in particular. So how much research do you do about that? And you came into this game obviously totally aware of it.
Yeah.
But how worried were you after seeing what happened a couple of days ago when they just slaughtered the bowlers all over the place?
Well, listen, their quality side, I think you see them line up and you see what's in front. You're only talking about the front three, you're not talking about all the guys. You've got Salt, Pepper played the other day, you've got Hale, so they've got an unbelievable lineup. And then, with the ball, some world-class players there as well. They got the new, I think it's AJ, the new.
AJ Kumar is
he looks
terrific.
really
Yeah,
exciting
terrific.
there, like those late swing and back of the hand bowling.
Yep.
So I think, every side you go to, you want to get the edge, and the analysts are great. We've got Freddie Wild at the moment there, so the information that you get is at your fingertips, and you can ask them anything. It's like, okay, get me strike rate, wide of the crease, from you bowling wide of the crease to him delivering wide of the crease. So those are why you employ the computer guys, and to just give you that information, and then it's about using that information. You can have all the information you want, you still need the skills, and Case, he's got the skills.
And how much more of that is there now that you've got access to than when you were playing, for example? I mean, is it like 200% better, well over 100% better?
I think I was
Is there
playing.
such a thing as more than 100%?
I think I was playing Space Invaders. That was the only computer in our change room. No, it's definitely changed. I mean, the whole sort of world has just sort of moved into that tech space. I know, working with Andy at RCB, there's a lot of research and understanding and method behind all the tactics. I'm just the batting side of things. These head coaches, they do a lot of research and get their analysts to do a lot of research.
Well, happy days. You've got the weekend off now to just kick back, relax, enjoy beautiful Dubai City that we're relaxing and also playing the great game of cricket in. But you're playing Golf Giants on Monday. They've just had a pretty good win, but you've come off too as well.
Yeah, I mean, all these competitions with all these sides there, you can't take your foot off the gas, and anyone can beat anybody at any stage. So we'll go again and hopefully play some good cricket and get another win.
Do you sit back with some of the players when you have 2 days off like you're about to go into and really work on some one-on-one strategy, or how do you sort of deal with different dynamics? I mean, there's obviously players in the side that play all the time, all around the world, and that are known as stars, but then there's also some, players that don't get the opportunity to play as much as what some of the world-class players are playing. So how do you sort of navigate that?
Well, the big thing is to try and get on a golf cart and sort of just get them
Love the honesty.
Get on one-on-one.
You should be coaching with the England Test side, mate.
So I think there is some golf booked tomorrow, but I think, before every game, because they're quick turnarounds and we've got a couple of back-to-back games, we do the review, basically what we could have done better, sort of celebrate any successes that we've had, and then sort of it's the next team and looking for those opportunities. And I think that's the biggest thing in this game is where's the opportunities, where can we sort of get an edge or a 2%er on these teams and give our world-class players a slight edge on the day.
Oh, well, golf is your answer to coaching. I love that style, and I'm sure all the boys do as well. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be back very soon for more analysis. Welcome back, everyone. Now, we have a bit of a special treat for you, something a little bit different. Awais Shah and Waqar Younis are going to take it away with a little bit of a demonstration. Kick back, relax, and learn from the experts, I'm going to say.
Look, Grace, I think I'm going to test Awais here because, we saw Ajay Kumar, the way he was bowling, especially with the new ball dipping in, the odd one sort of leaving him, and then those slow deliveries, all these sort of things. How would you deal with it? Let's see if I'm just a left-arm seamer coming from that angle, and ball coming in. T20 cricket, remember. So T20 cricket, how are you going to deal with it?
How would I deal with it? Look, typically, you know, with a brand new ball, with the swinging in, you would generally make sure that you're looking to score down the ground. You're not looking to look too much to the offside, because the ball is going to end up around this area. So you're looking to go straight, or if it does come into your legs, you can just sort of use the swing and try and hit through the leg side. So when the ball is new, it's swinging in, I'm probably not looking to go through the offside. However, if I do fancy myself, I would use my feet. You may ask why? Because that means the bowler has to drag his length back a little bit shorter, which takes the swing out of it, and it may make it easier for me to pick up that ball over square leg. That would be my boundary option if the ball is swinging in.
Like 2 games we have seen so far, and Ajay Kumar, we have seen how smart he is. He's not only swinging the ball back into you, he's also sort of using that angle to take the ball away with the seam up. You know how you deal with that if you're looking to use your feet?
Well, you got to make sure you know where your off stump is, and you can't really think when the ball is swinging to try and score both sides of the wicket. You got to pick one side, and for me, I would definitely be looking to score leg side, because I'm a right-hander, the ball coming into me. The ball that goes across me, I would probably look to leave, or if I do get a bad one, I'll just punch the ball down the ground and just get what I can. Because he's bowled so well, you got to give the credit back to the bowler to say, okay, you're bowling well, but if you make a mistake, I'm ready to pounce on it.
All right, you got 20-30 runs on the board for yourself, and of course, you're given a good start. Now he comes back in the middle overs, and he bowls that beautiful back of the hand slower ones also. So talk about that.
Well, back of the hand slow ball, especially for Ajay, has been very, very successful. He has deceived many a batsman. If I do get in, I'll probably be looking to bat on about middle stump, because the ball's going to come across me. And if I can get that powerful position is head in front of my belly button. I've loaded up on my back foot and wrist is cocked. If I can wait that little bit longer and not commit to the ball, which is very easily said, but not easily done. Because as soon as the batsman goes into the shot there, they have committed and they have to go through with it. If you can pick the slow ball, you gotta wait, keep those wrists cocked and really wait till the end and then try and hit it. However, the batsmen haven't succeeded so far in this tournament, hence he's the leading bowler in the tournament at the moment.
Let me tell you something, the way you batted, the way you explained it, and if you're still around, you're on 50, you've done well.
I've done well, I've batted all right.
Well, back to you, Grace.
I'm taking a couple of notes. If I was actually a cricketer, that would be actually really great information. So much. That was a great little demonstration. Honestly, I hope everyone at home was like loving watching that, especially little kids. These guys are absolute legends and insane at their craft. Right, let's take a look at this competition winners, because we've got lots of them and very exciting stuff. Okay, so the ZTV questions from last night, just a reminder of these 2 questions. They were the golf giants in the first match, DP World ILT20 Season 3. Of course, the answer was James Vince. Now, question 2 was who led MI Emirates in the first match of Season 3? And the answer was Nicholas Pooran. So well done to our winners. And for anyone who took part in the quiz tonight, the results will be answered tomorrow. So best of luck and congratulations to our winners once again. All right, I'd love to invite the boys back in with me. Don't be scared. Bring the bat back over here. Now, we witnessed some incredible play from both the ball and the bat this evening, but I want to talk about Ajay Kumar. He was absolutely sensational with the ball. He's now the white belt champ of the tournament. He took it off Noor Ahmed, who obviously had received it in the first innings and then grabbed it off him again.
Yeah, he's a real talent. I always thought that he's not as tall. I thought he was like 5'9", 5'10", but actually he's taller than what I thought. He's about 6'1", and he deceives with the swing, not with the pace, but he deceives you with the swing, and of course with the variations he got. And I'm sure this is the first gig for him, first go this time around. And in the coming times, even this season or maybe going the next season, I think he'll be a serious force, because with that swing and variations, he's a wicket taker and every team will love to have him up at the top.
Absolutely. Ace, who impressed you the most tonight? There was obviously, as I said before, sensational play with both the bat and the ball, but who was your star tonight?
Well, it has to be Ajay. Just going on about Ajay, you know, of course, being a bowler, Waka has sort of mentioned about his variations, stuff like that, but as a batsman, I watch him bowl and I think, how am I going to score? Yes, I've done the demonstration a couple of minutes back, but because he's so good with the new ball, yes, the new ball assists him, but the real skill, I feel, is at the back end. His deceiving of the batsman with that slow ball is really setting him apart from a lot of bowlers. And that's where I think, if I was to face him, I don't think I'm able to pick up that slower ball. And that would cause me a lot of problems. And all of a sudden, when he bowls those key overs, if you can't pick it, you can't go through with it. So then you're only just trying to get singles. And of course, the bowlers are always winning if you're not trying to hit him for a boundary at the back end.
Well, match 4 is a wrap, and tomorrow night it is match number 5. It's the Gulf Giants taking on the MI Emirates. It's going to be a sensational match again. The Gulf Giants, they obviously had a win the first game. Sorry, not the MI Emirates. It's the Dubai Capitals. They had a loss their first game, so they'll be looking to really improve their performance and get a win on the table. But the Giants, they had a spectacular win and very convincing. What are you expecting tomorrow, Ace, from both these sides?
Well, Gulf Giants I thought was pretty good last night. Moeen Ali I thought was very cool and calm in the middle. Tried to hold the batting together. I thought he captained pretty well as well. And I'm expecting the same. He's a very calm individual, and I can see that calmness go right throughout the team. I think they've picked very well in the draft, and I think they could be a very, very good team this year. Could even go all the way.
Waka, the Capitals need a win. It's super critical for them tomorrow night.
Yeah, early days, I'll still say that. But yeah, you need to keep up with the other teams. You cannot really sit back and relax. These tournaments and these games, they come thick and fast. So you have to really be on your toes all the time. So it's important for both of teams to play really good cricket. I have not seen them both play yet. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. I'm doing the game tomorrow, so I'm really looking forward to see these two sides take each other on, and hopefully we'll have a great game.
How much do you think these sides watch each play and each game that goes on?
I think it's more the analyst who watches it because, you know, back-to-back games or maybe a day off in the middle, so you don't want to just sort of overload yourself with watching cricket all the time. These guys do need relaxation. They go out, play golf and or do other stuff. But yeah, they do keep a quiet eye on things, and probably the analysts do the bulk of the work, you know, getting the information.
Definitely, I think the conditions though play a big part, because there's only 3 grounds that are being used in this tournament, so they would definitely keep in one eye, a rather soft eye, in how the ball is behaving perhaps, and they will definitely ask the analyst, like Waka said, they'll ask the analyst, did it swing early, and what were the options that were used by the bowlers at the death, just to get an idea of what conditions are they going to be coming across in the game coming up.
What a game that we've just witnessed. Vipers had the win. Match 5 is coming up tomorrow evening. Make sure you're there.